No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world. Stop being afraid of getting older. With age comes wisdom and confidence. I think the saddest people always try their hardest to make people happy because they know what it feels like to feel absolutely worthless, and they don't want anybody else to feel like that. I used to think the worst thing in life was to end up all alone. It's not. The worst thing in life is to end up with people that make you feel all alone. I always thought that the idea of education was to learn to think for yourself. There are no rules, just follow your heart. The things we fear the most have already happened to us. I do believe in love. It's wonderful, especially love the third time around. It's even more precious. It's kind of amazing. Death, to blink for an exceptionally long period of time. A human life is just a heartbeat in heaven. In America, they really do mythologize people when they die. Good people end up in hell because they can't forgive themselves. For a while you get mad, then you get over it. Comedy is acting out optimism. You have this idea that you'd better keep working, otherwise people will forget. And that was dangerous. And then you realize, no, actually if you take a break, people might be more interested in you. Nobody takes a picture of something they want to forget. Seize the day, because believe it or not, each and every one of us in this room is one day going to stop breathing. You will have bad times, but they will always wake you up to the stuff you weren't paying attention to. Self-reliance is the key to a vigorous life. A man must look inward to find his own answers. Imagining something is better than remembering something. There is still a lot to learn, and there is always great stuff out there. Even mistakes can be wonderful. Sometimes, over things that I did, movies that didn't turn out very well, you go, why did you do that? But in the end, I can't regret them because I met amazing people. There was always something that was worth it. You don't know about real loss because it only occurs when you've loved something more than you love yourself. There's no shame in failing. The only shame is not giving things your best shot. When you have a great audience, you can just keep going and finding new things. Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind, always. Being in the same room with people and creating something together is a good thing. I try to make sense of things, which is why, I guess, I believe in destiny. There must be a reason that I am as I am. There must be. You know what music is? God's little reminder that there's something else besides us in this universe. Harmonic connection between all living beings, everywhere, even the stars. Sometimes you got to go specifically out of your way to get into trouble. It's called fun. Terrible wars have been fought where millions have died for one idea, freedom. and it seems that something that means so much to so many people would be worth having. It's hard when you read an article saying bad things about you. It is as if someone is sticking a knife on your heart, but I'm the harshest critic of my work. If heaven exists, to know that there are laughs, that would be a good thing. Don't associate yourself with toxic people. It's better to be alone and love yourself than surrounded by people that make you hate yourself. Change is not popular. We're creatures of habit as human beings. I want it to be the way it was, but if you continue the way it was, there will be no is. We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion in medicine, law, business, engineering. These are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for. What's right is what's left if you do everything else wrong. For me, comedy starts as a spew, a kind of explosion, and then you sculpt it from there, if at all. It comes out of a deeper, darker side. Maybe it comes from anger, because I'm outraged by cruel absurdities, the hypocrisy that exists everywhere, even within yourself, where it's hardest to see. Time is the best teacher. Unfortunately, it kills all of its students. To be free, such a thing would be greater than all the magic and all the treasures in all the world. All it takes is a beautiful fake smile to hide an injured soul. Please, don't worry so much, because in the end, none of us have very long on this earth. Life is fleeting, and if you're ever distressed, cast your eyes to the summer sky. Death is nature's way of saying, your table is ready. You must strive to find your own voice, because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. The world is your oyster. Never stop trying new things. What some folks call impossible is just stuff they haven't seen before. I think it's great when stories are dark and strange and weirdly personal. The human spirit is more powerful than any drug, and that's what it needs to be nourished, with work, play, friendship, family. These are things that matter. Sometimes you can have a whole lifetime in a day and never notice that this is as beautiful as it gets. You're only given a little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it.